I'm going to have the U1 Pro from OKNIFE here do the honors. We got a utility blade here, crossbar lock, PEI scales, link down below if you guys want to check it out. Using those links does help out the channel at zero extra cost to you, but of course highly appreciated. All right, with that in mind, what are we looking at here, ladies and gentlemen? We're looking at the Puppy BG 6-piece blade. I'm not sure what that means. G10 handle. Let's go ahead and see here, model TG01BG. Let's take a look. Bada bing, bada boom. Trivisa has been dropping some heat lately. I'll tell you what. Oh, I see what's going on here. We have, there we go. That's why they meant by 6-piece blades. We have utility blades. It's funny that we actually use the U1 Pro here. How ironic is that to unbox it, because this is a utility knife. So that's exciting. We got a sticker here for the Batwing. We got the Lacerda sticker. We've checked out both of these knives here on the channel in the past if you're interested in checking those out. Wiping cloth, paperwork, and here is the knife. Again, the name on this one is the Puppy. So the Trivisa Puppy is their interpretation on a utility blade knife. These have been very popular here recently, and Trivisa wants their piece of the pie. So for starters here, we have recessed liners. All right, that's a good touch. Deep pocket carry clip with inset screws, reversible on the other side for lefties, as it should. It is a crossbar lock knife, one of the most ambidextrous locking systems out there. So it makes sense to have a reversible pocket clip. That's a no-brainer. Thumb studs for deployment, and let's go ahead and send it. Well, bam, right there it is. That is the setup for the utility blade. Right, take a look here in its full glory. We have kind of like a turning, like a little screw right here. You can either do by hand if you just want to use human force, or you can do a TA bit if you wanted to. That's pretty cool. Of course, we're rocking a replaceable, right, pretty standard universal size utility blade, and you get plenty of them here as a backup. That's the beauty of using a utility blade, especially for everyday use. You can just tackle anything, break down card boxes, you know, open up Amazon packages, even office carry. These are not anywhere near as intimidating as some other knives can be, or even limiting local laws. Perhaps you're traveling with a knife. All you have to do is take off the utility blade and it's no longer a knife, right? Once you reach your destination, then you can just put a utility blade on there from your favorite hardware store, Home Depot, Lowe's, what have you, and you are good to go. You got yourself a knife. Now the action, oof, baby, come on now. This action is pretty smooth. Of course, it's on ball bearings. I'm holding back the crossbar here. Yeah, that is very smooth on those ball bearings. Spidey flick, money, thumb deployment, money. Money! And then as far as the ergos here, it's a little bit on the smaller side. Kind of like, you know, still able to get a full purchase with my average size hands. No finger choil on here, so you just kind of want to gauge if you want to forward choke a tad bit. You do have this flat spot, so you could get, you know, just be careful or being aware of what you're doing. You could forward choke that way. That's a possibility. Of course, with the utility blade, you're going to be able to do draw cuts, utility cuts all day. Very utilitarian geometry. As far as the reverse grip, that feels nice and comfortable. We got the Friday night gas station fighting grip. That's pretty solid there. And then the reverse grip, that's also pretty good. Hopefully it's not coming through the video, but I am a little bit under the weather. So if you can tell, my apologies. I'm just doing my best here to get these videos cranked out for you guys so I don't fall too far behind on content. Still trying to provide you guys with some awesome new knives you're probably going to be interested on checking out. We have good milling on the inset liners there for weight reduction, as you can see. Right, got all kinds of circular hole cutouts and whatnot. This one being a crossbar lock doesn't have the adjustment feature. That's just something that we see on other knives, like say the Kaiser Drop Bear, for example, when they implement the clutch lock, aka crossbar lock. But a little bit of nitpick at this point, you know, the actual tuning on this one is pretty solid, so no complaints there whatsoever. The G10 here is pretty grippy. Right, I'll definitely give them props there. It's actually some good solid, good old G10 there as far as that goes. Now, obviously, it's going to be a very small form factor, pretty lightweight. I'm going to go 2.5 ounces. I'll be surprised if it's anything higher than that. There you go. 2.3, the equivalent of 65 grams to be exact. For my friends across the pond, 2.3, easy, lightweight carry all day, every day. I'm here for it. A quick rapid fire measurement here to give you a ballpark. It's going to be over 6 inches, around 6.2-ish. We got around 2.5 inches on the blade, I guess, the whole assembly and whatnot. Cutting path is going to be a little bit shorter here, right? Not accounting for this part of the blade that is covered. So I would say under, yeah, around 1.75 inches, if anything. Of course, the good news is you can always flip the blade around, right? Once you get the most out of this edge before you discard it, just flip around 180, right? You still got a good solid portion here towards the front. So it's kind of like getting 2 lives out of 1 blade. And then we got about 3.5, a little bit over 3.5 inches, 3.6-ish on the handle. Very scientific measurements, by the way. Now, as far as replacement, this should be a no-brainer here. We got a little bit of a label. I wonder if I can do it by hand. Okay, it's a little bit tight here to do by hand, so I'm going to bring my Drive-R-Saurus here from Kansept EDC, my premium bit driver, highly recommendable. Check out the video here on the channel if you haven't already, going over it. But yeah, TA bit, nice and easy to loosen up right there. Do I have to remove the whole thing? Well, probably, or at least loosen it up a tad bit more. How about taking off the whole thing? Bam. All right, hold on. Yeah, that's easy. I'm going to do the 180 I was talking about earlier, just for demo purposes. There we go. Pop it back in as such, and then we're good to go to tighten it up here. Very straightforward process. If you want to do it by hand, then you don't have to tighten it as much. You can just do it with your fingers, so that way when you go to loosen it up, you can also do it with your fingers. But, you know, I like a little bit of extra peace of mind. I usually always have the TA bit around anyway, so might as well do that. But it's good that you have both options right there. Now, of course, I want to say there are multiple options available for this one, different handle colors, different options you can choose from. You know, if you don't like the blacked out look, you know, you can choose other G10 colors. These are linked down below, just like every other product you'll see in this video. But let me know your thoughts on this one. How does it compare to other utility blades in the market? Let me know in the comments down below.